Hello bachcho, let's read the question. The question says here, which of the following statements about mineral absorption in plant is correct? So which one of the following statement are correct about the mineral absorption? So what are the response, what are the reason for the transport or for the absorption of the minerals? Let's check for the first one. First one is given that in the initial phase rapid uptake of iron into the outer space of the cell, that is apoplast, and it is a passive process. So first of all, so मिनरल absorption होता है. This absorption can takes place by the two process. One is apoplastic movement, another one is symplastic movement. Apoplastic movement and another one is symplastic movement. In the apoplastic movement, the movement of ions, so movement of ions occur in the intercellular spaces in between the cell, that is intercellular spaces and cell wall. So this is outside, this space is outside of the cell, so this is known as outer space or free space of the cell. And this process, apoplastic movement, doesn't require any ATP, so for that this is a passive process. So this one is correct here. So this is the initial phase, rapid uptake. So from this process, by this process, the initial movement of ions occur through this process, that is apoplastic movement. Then option B is that is given that the final phase ion are taken in slowly in the inner space, that is known as the symplast cell, and it is a active process. Because so mineral absorption can also takes place by the another process, that is symplastic movement. In the symplastic movement, the ion can move through cell to cell, that is through the cytoplasm and vacuole. So this can be takes place through the plasmodesmata. So plasmodesmata is a connection between cell to cell. So one cell is connected with another cell through the plasmodesmata. So through the plasmodesmata, the ion can transported through one cell to another cell. So this process is very slow. So and this require ATP for this movement. So for that this is a active process. So this statement is also correct, option B. Then option number 3 is given as passive movement of ion into the apoplast occur through the ion channel transmembrane protein, which are selectively porous. So passive movement into ions to the apoplast. So in the apoplastic movement there will be passive movement occur through the ion channel. So this is occur through the ion channel. So here plasmodesmata is responsible, and in this case ion channels are responsible, different transmembrane proteins are responsible, and which are selectively porous. So through this pore they can transported, the ions can transformed from one part to another part. So these transmembrane proteins are also known as aquaporins. So this statement is also correct, and D is given that all of these. So option D is completely correct for this question, because all the three options are correct. That is, all the three statements are correct for this question. That is, option C is correct for this question. I hope you understood it well. Best of luck.